So this is Juniper, and she's another 8th grader, and she just started Reality Town. Tell us about your job, your family size, all that kind of stuff.
Well, I was a defense attorney. I had a family of 3 children, and I had 1 spouse, and I was left with $4, not including my $200 in savings. So I went in thinking that I'd be set, but I was not.
So I have a 4-year-old girl, a spouse that just stays home with the girl, and I'm a nurse anesthetist. I make $141,000 a year.
Good for you. Good for you. Motek, you're an 8th grader, and tell us about what job do you have?
So I am an architectural drafter. That's my job as my career in Reality Town. And I have a wife that makes about $500 a month, adds to the income. So I make about $3,575. And then since I make less money than anything else, I had to enroll in a job as a tutor, which gives me about $590. And then I also had to enroll in the military, which gives me an extra $350 a month so I could pay for my other stuff.
So how did you get this job?
My GPA. I'm eligible for a master's degree, and this one spoke to me.
Your literal GPA, what you earned in 3 grades?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. What were you expecting to get out of this experience?
I was expecting to understand a little bit more about just the sheer quantity of things that adults need in their lives to just function, I haven't really thought about all the communication bills, home improvement and everything like that, so I think I became more financially conscious.
So you go in, you got a lot of money in the bank here, and
Yeah.
were there any surprises for you or any challenges that you had?
Childcare was really expensive for some people.
How much?
I only have 1 kid,
Okay.
so it was super cheap for me.
What is super cheap?
$165.
Oh wow, that's great.
My friend had $2,000 for 3 kids.
Okay, so childcare is surprising.
Yeah.
All right. What was challenging about this?
One of the things that was challenging is just like debating whether you should get this for example clothes.
Yeah.
Like what kind of brands you should get, or if you should get moderate, basic, or whatever it is, expensive.
Okay.
That was pretty challenging.
All right. So let me ask you, what did you think before you went into this, Motek?
I was gonna probably buy everything, but I did not buy everything.
What was the surprising thing what was the most expensive thing that shocked and surprised you?
It wasn't even really the housing. I think it was just the childcare. It was just much expensive than I expected.
Yeah.
$650 just for preschool and then daycare. For a 4-year-old girl is insane.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so awesome. The students got to see kind of what real life might be like in a simulation. My favorite line of the day was, adulting sucks, because they ended up with no money. But there were a bunch of really positive experiences too, like having enough medical insurance to cover a procedure. Somebody else overbought on their house and then ended up with no money. And so I think it's just really great for that simulation to show those wise decisions that you have to think about before you start spending money. So
Parent volunteer?
I am.
Corners? Yeah. And so talk to us, what do you do? And thank you for volunteering.
You're welcome. So we're at Reality Town, and I got to have a station called Just My Luck.
Yeah.
At this station, the kids get to pick a card. It might be a positive card where they earn money. It might be a negative card where they have to spend money. But it's all the things that happen in your normal life. If the parents packed a lunch for their kids and their kids didn't eat their lunch at school, they still were out $15 with no benefit for them.
That makes sense.
So as we were interacting with the students, you could tell that they were laughing, but some of that reality was hitting in on how their bank account might be dwindling.
Yeah.
Some of the things out of their own control.
Do you have any takeaways from this?
It was really fun.
Was
I
it?
actually enjoyed it. Some
Good.
people hated it. I enjoyed it.
Why'd you enjoy it?
Because I had money.
Awesome.